Talk about step logic. I'm a big fan of step logic. I even have a YouTube playlist dedicated for the step logic. Talk about how do we use step logic to design the PLC program, right? Because most of the PLC programming involves some sort of a sequence or steps, right? From the previous videos, probably you already see that, you already observed that, right? So uh, if you take some time, really understand the step logic, you can you can design most of the designs the problem with the PLC programming. All right. So now I'm showing you a picture without PLC. So this is what I call you can call this hardwired step logic. There's no PLC, there's no memory, there's no instruction. It's like the uh, the hardwired solution for the toggle switch, right? So because this is a maintained push button, but we want to use a momentary push button to do exactly the same thing, same sequence as the maintained push button. So you can see here I use a lot of cable and wires to connect this is part of the Festo trainer, right? The push buttons and pilot lights. And on the circuit, you can see here we use 4 control relays, CR1 to CR4. So on the picture, you can even see here that's the coil 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 relays involved in this circuit, right? Very complicated circuit. And push button will be the trigger. Then you use the contacts from the relay to build the circuit, right? So basically, the when button first pressed, the CR1 energized. When you release, CR2 will also be energized. And then when you press for the second time, CR3 will be energized. So we use the relay to record the progress. Then when you release the button at the second time after second press, and then the contact you see here will go back to reset all the relays, so you can repeat the whole cycle again. So that's the basic idea on the step logic in the physical level, right? You see those. If you I will put a link underneath the video. If you are interested in that, you can see the demo. You can also see the operation of the circuit, right? So when we use this kind of syncing into the PLC, so we don't need to have the physical relays or physical contacts. We just use the Boolean tag to represent the relay coil, then use instructions instead of the contacts. We follow a certain format, then establish the step 1, step 2, step 3. Right. So again, I don't want to go into too much details in this video. If you're interested, you can click the link to see the operation and also different demos with the step logic. So now you can see with our solution on here, I'm calling the step logic. And right now you can see the method is 20 is calling the subroutine 20. Subroutine 20 is in step logic on here. So if you look at on the right hand side on here, so we have the step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, right? Similar to the hardware circuit, there are 4 relays, then you will have 4 different steps. Then the trigger will be the button pressed, released, pressed, released. Then based on the step signals, step 1 turn it on, step 3 turn it off. Then that's the PL output, right? So I'm gonna demo on that. So when I press and hold the button, I'm gonna hold the button, then you will see the step 1 turn on. Then once I release the button, right, that will progress to step 2. So you will have 1, 2 turn on in the same time, right? And then so on and so forth. So I'm going to press the button and hold it. If you look at here, then that's what you see on the logic. Right now, step 1 is on, and step 2 is just waiting for the button to release. Right? When I release button, you will see step 1 and 2 both turn on. So you can see the release trigger this. Right? So it stays on, and then when you press again, so that after you have step 2, then before you go to step 3, you need to press again. So it's waiting for the second press. So when you press, you have step 3 turn on, and then when I release, that's gonna go into step 4, and in turn step 4 will reset the whole thing, so you can continue to use the same design for the following operations. All right, so I'm gonna release the button, then you will see everything reset. Then you can repeat: press on, press off, press on, press off. Right, so you can see that's clearly the steps signal in there. So before we talk about this step logic, you may already see some of the shadow of the design of the step logic, because if you remember, maybe I can show you again. So from before, the Rockwell, they have the instruction SQI, SQO, right? So SQI to check the input array, to check all the conditions. You can see here I even use the same the tag name, the controller as a step, right? So you can see the position basically is the step number, right? So if you look at the array, right? So this is input array. So that's the condition. Make sure it match that button press going to here, checking for the step. After each step confirmed, you go into the step output. The output array is here. So that is the PL turn on with different step numbers, right? So this is already, like I said, a shadow of the step logic. It just, they integrate all the design into 2 instructions they call sequencer, right? So this is one thing. The Alan Brandy already used the syncing of the step logic. Then I can show you another thing, which the next video we're going to talk about. It's called the SFC, sequential function chart. So on the right hand side, you can see here, right? So that's totally different programming language. All right. So this is part of the Studio5000 instruction set, and that equivalent to the step logic on the left hand side. All right. I will talk about more on the next video.